Chuck. I'm part of the General Conference 2012 Worship Planning Team, hanging out here in Tampa. Behind me is the wonderful view of part of Tampa Bay. Very thankful to be in God's creation here on this day. I was going to tell you a little bit share with you a little bit about my journey and how I came here to General Conference. A couple of years ago, Marcia and I were working together on a workshop. She needed an accompanist, and I happened to be that person that was playing for her that day, and we developed a pretty strong relationship musically and spiritually pretty quickly. And it wasn't long before I was asked to be here coordinator of musicians for General Conference. And so for the last 2 years or so, maybe a little less, she's included me in some of the vision of the worship services that are happening here throughout the 10 days at General Conference. So we've met a couple of times in person over the last year and a half, and lots of phone conversations with her. She's in Lake Tahoe and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So it was about 6 months ago, maybe a little less, that we started putting the band together, and there's been a lot of questions about whether or not the band that's part of General Conference are musicians that have played together before, and the answer to that question is no. We all are pretty comfortable with the instruments that we have in our hands or that we're using for General Conference. And that allows us to play very well with each other when it comes to many styles of music. But there's a whole nother level when you add the faith part to it, and it takes your music to a much deeper level. And I was very happy to learn a little bit more about these musicians that are part of the General Conference band and learn how strong their faith is. And I think it's through that bonding that we have through Christ that allows us to play as one and feel the music as one. I currently serve at a church in Atlanta full-time as the director of contemporary worship. So worship is my passion, worship planning is my passion. So I'm surrounded by lots of people here at General Conference that share that same passion as well. It's been an amazing journey, and I look forward to hopefully worshiping alongside of a lot more of you at a later date and a later time.